Armor has always been a crucial part of any Terraria playthrough, establishing a foundation for your character and setting a direction for your build. And while for the longest of time, most flagpoles in progression have remained the same, for example, adamantite to hallowed to chlorophyte, there were in fact a handful of mid-progression armor sets that were added as part of old-gen exclusives, only to be removed during the 1.3 update. Today, we're going to be looking back at debatably the most legendary armor set of the lot. Of course, I'm talking about the Dragon Armor. Of course, while the days of obtaining this set has been and gone, thanks to the brilliance that is the Consolaria mod, we can revisit it and see how it would integrate into modern Terraria. Before we jump into it, however, there's something wild I've got to share. Did you know that around 84% of you beautiful people aren't actually subscribed? So if you enjoy binging my content, why not let YouTube know to help support the channel? Right, let's jump into this thing. Similar to back in the old days, the Dragon Armor set isn't exactly easy to obtain, having quite a complicated crafting recipe. And although it has been changed slightly from the original, we're still required to defeat the Destroyer for a bunch of Swords of Might and Hallowed Bars, which of course can be cheesed about a million different ways thanks to high piercing weapons. Once you've fought it a few times, head to an anvil and craft a full melee Hallowed Armor set. You see, unlike the original, instead of requiring a full set of each hard mode or armor, we luckily only need a full set of Hallow. To compensate, however, you will also need to mine a hefty amount of adamantite or titanium for a total of 32 bars. This is still nothing compared to what's next though. As you'd expect, for a post-opprem recipe, we're gonna need some Swords of Bright. And to be honest, I still find this modded version a little on the easy side. By using a weapon like the Scourge of the Corruptor or a Flare-On, it shouldn't take you too long at all to take him down. And with this, you should have more than enough Swords of Bright to craft a full dragon set at an anvil. Alright, let's see what this set can provide. Surprisingly, the power of this set has actually been buffed from what was already incredible, providing a plethora of significant melee bonuses, such as 30% damage, 15% crit, and 30% movement and melee speed. And while this is already plenty to make a fantastic offensive set for raw damage, its new set bonus is the icing on the cake. Unlike the original, which gave more speed as a set bonus, the Consolaria mod introduces a new flame burst attack when contacting enemies. The crazy thing is, this is unironically ridiculously strong, dealing about 200 damage to anything the flame touches, with seemingly infinite piercing. Even against hordes of mimics, just by running into them without using a weapon, I was able to 2-burst them with this set bonus. But I suppose in many scenarios, purposely taking damage won't be the strat. So what's it like in a real scenario compared to other armor sets? Well, let's just say it knocks pretty much anything around this point in progression out the park, offering far more melee offensive stats than any other set, while still maintaining 56 defense, which is actually on par with Chlorophyte. This means that, similar to back in the day, Dragon Armor is the ultimate melee post-Pantera option, which makes sense considering how difficult it is to obtain. The thing is though, unlike Terraria 1.2, we now obviously have post-Golem content. So what's it like past this point? Well, unsurprisingly, for the melee class at least, nothing really comes close to the damage boost this set gives you until Solar Armor. So naturally, if I obtain this set after Plantera, I'd 100% keep it on till the end of the game. It's also worth mentioning, if you're not a fan of the Consolaria mod's re-sprite, you can always get the full hit of nostalgia by crafting the ancient version, which has the original sprite. This shares the exact same crafting recipe, except using the ancient hard armor instead of the updated one. Good going. Do you remember the Dragon Armor set from last gen Terraria? If so, what are your thoughts on Consolaria's interpretation of it? Could it potentially be a little on the overpowered side, or does it fully deserve to return in complete style? This has been sockrteez, and I'll see you in the next one.